The second and last demo I'm going to show you tonight that I'm going to actually do is terminal. Who knows about terminal? Yes. Anybody use terminal? Whoa, okay. Yeah, terminal was kind of scary for me. I didn't use it for a long time because, you know, I was told you can get into trouble with terminal if you don't know what you're doing. And that's true if you use certain commands. But what I'm going to show you tonight is you can't get into trouble, especially because I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions so it won't happen. But it's definitely kind of an app that, you know, a lot of advanced users use. A lot of like editors I know really don't use it. But there's no reason to fear it. It's just another tool. And the great thing about terminal is you can do things with terminal you can't do with any other program. So, all right, so here's a scenario. Your client gives you this crazy file that they're saying, you got to put in my video. But it's a .mkv file.
Oh.
Exactly. And it's like, you cannot import that file into Premiere. It just won't do it. And you can't convert that file using Adobe Media Encoder. You have to use what? Handbrake. The problem with Handbrake is it's going to convert that .mkv file into a .mp4 file, which is very compressed. I like to edit, when I edit, I like to edit an uncompressed source material as possible. Because if you're editing with a super compressed MP4 file, then you're going to export an MP4 file, which will be another compression. And then when you import it to YouTube, upload it to YouTube, they're going to further compress it. So then you get all kind of weird stuff like color shifts and crunchiness and stuff like that. So if there's a way for me to convert these strange files into an MOV file that has just like ProRes, which is going to be a much lightly compressed codec compared to MP4, H.264 codec, then I want to do it. And that's what terminal will do. Okay, so I want to say also too that there are some setup things you have to do to run this workflow in terminal. So like you have to make sure you have the latest version of Python installed, Homebrew, FFmpeg, but I have it all in the documentation on how to do it, so don't worry. It takes like 10 minutes. And once you do it, then you're good. You don't have to worry about doing it again. So, okay, let's go to our example project. So this is our example project folder, right? We go to video, and let me just zoom in here. So this is our video folder. It has our two subfolders, conversion and source. Now you go to the source folder, and there it is, that evil MKV file that we must vanquish. And but what is this here? Oh, it's this file that says MKV to MOV.py. Py? What does that stand for? Does anyone know? Python, yeah. Python, it's a Python script that my great friend Simont Helene made for me, who's like super technical. And it was really helpful because the version of this demo that I was going to do in Terminal was going to give you carpal tunnel by the time you finish typing it all in. Whereas with this, all you have to do is just type in one sentence, and it'll do the workflow. So you just want to make sure you have this Python script in your folder every time you start, but I already showed you, like when you create a new folder, how you can just make sure files are already there when you need them. So here's Terminal, all right? And if you've never used it, yeah, it looks kind of like you're in TextEdit, right? But the giveaway is that you see this pointing to a folder location here, right? This is our video subfolder, 2_video. And just so you know, like when you use Terminal, it doesn't default to the place where you need it to be. It defaults to your home folder. So you will need to make sure you're pointing in the right direction. But again, that is in the documentation that I have. So all the caveats aside, we're ready to do this. One thing I have to type, and then it'll just be off to the races. So we're going to type in Python 3 space MKV2 MOV.py. Basically, what did I just type? I just typed run this script, essentially. And so now just hit return, and there we go. So it's going to give us 4 prompts. So it's saying, select your input folder. Well, our input folder is, there it is, 0, so I just type 0, okay. select the file. There's only one file in the folder, the MKV file. So I just select it, boom. And then what's the output folder? Conversion. So I select the conversion folder. And then now, what do we want to name the output file? Well, it already's given me a name. It just says the name of the source file, but now it's appended with MOV. And now we're ready to go. Hit return. Ooh, it's like the Matrix. And we go to the conversion folder, and we see it's building the file here, the MOV file. And bada bing, bada boom, it's done. Breaking news, we have a converted MOV file. It's wonderful. And when I do Command I, that's Apple ProRes 422HQ, so very lightly compressed. And that is how you use Terminal to convert files. And you never have to go in the Handbrake again if you don't want to. So, thank you, thank you.